Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at EQing. So I've been getting a lot of questions about why we EQ. So we're just going to dive in and just look at EQing for a bit. So I'm going to open up a picture quickly. So this is the basics of EQing. It's what you look is what you get. So if you want more sub 50 to 100, you want more boom 80 to 250 and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this up on the screen later and then just you can take a picture and then we can work from there. So if you still have that picture or if you can download it, it's from In The Mix. They just look at basic mixing and mastering techniques. I'll put the link in the description. So yeah, let's just dive in let's just go through the list. So this is our EQ. So let's look at bass. Yes, this is a track I'm working on. It's not finished, but yeah, we'll use this as an example. So bass EQing. Okay, so listening to the bass, we're not doing anything technical right now. We just I call it kind of creative EQing. So what do we want to hear out of the bass? Okay, so I think we have enough sub because our kick will fill up that. Boom, I'm not really a fan of the boomy kicks, a boomy sub, and the rumble we definitely want to take out. So the rumble was about 100 to 250. So let's look between 100 and 250. Okay, I'm just gonna put this one off so I know where they're at. Okay, so that's more or less 100 and 250. So here's the rumble area. So let's take this out. Here's the rumbleness. So I want to take a bit of it out. Okay, so what key is this in? So this track is in G. Okay. So you can be specifically and go to G. You can just type it in. So that's without. Okay, so I just took a bit of that rumble away. I'm not a fan of the rumble in bass, to be honest. Okay, next we'll look at the mud. So the mud is sitting between 250 and 500. So this was 200. Let's move this to 500. 250. So this is where our mud is sitting of our bass. We definitely don't want this. So we can just take a bit out. Much more tighter. Okay, next. So I'm basically just following this and seeing what I want, what I don't want. So we took so far the rumble out, and we took the mud out. I left the boom and the sub because we need sub and boom in the bass, as well as the kicks can have it as well. But just remember, as you can see, the overlaps, mud will be there, but there'll also be some warmth you're going to be taking out. But it's all preference at the end of the day. So let's just do a final. I do want a bit of presence. So let's look at that. So that's 3K till about 7K. So let's move our invisible ones, 3K to 7K. Okay, so here will be our shine. It's our presence, sorry. Much more present. So yeah, before, after. So it's all to taste. Some people don't want present bass, they want the subby boomy bass, and then you don't do this, you just do more of the side. So let's leave that for now. Yes, this track is still very raw. We will do final things as a base. I'll bounce it down to audio and just get it nice and tight later. But for this video, it's just EQing, basic EQing. Okay, so next we'll look at percussion. Let's do a group channel, drums. Just put all the drums in a group. Okay, so all the drums. Okay, cool. Pop the EQ. Okay, the same thing. We'll look at this. Of course, we don't want sub any of this in our percussion, especially in side drums, because our kick and bass is very dominant. So all this 250 we can take out. That's just for me. So 250. So I see our snare is punching here. So I think I'm just going to pull it back a bit so the snare can come through. Yeah. Next, harsh frequencies. So 3K, 1K to 5K basically. 1K to 5K. So let's look for some funny things here. The general rule is like the 1K, you don't want, and at the 4K, that. Yeah, nice and tight now. Okay. So let's dive. So basic EQing, just what I want to hear right now. We're not doing any technical things. We're just doing creative EQing. So next we'll dive into the synths. Okay, I'm not going to do all of them because they're all different. Let's take, what's this? It's gate sound. We already EQ on here, but just a basic low cut. Okay. So let's look at our grid again. We definitely don't want any harsh frequencies in the synth. It's a very darkish synth. So let's look at the harshness, and I don't want any sheen as well. So I'm gonna actually take out all the way to maybe 10K. You see, we don't even have, because I was going for more darker synth. So we pull this to about 10K. Nice and, yeah. I don't want any of that sheen on the synth. Okay, let's look at that harshness, 1 to 5K. Let's put this one off. So 1K, 5K. So let's look for something here. Oh, can hear it immediately. That's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, so before, very sharp. At high frequencies especially on, as intended. Okay, cool. So let's jump into effects. What do we have here? Okay, so that's just a basic hit. Open up the EQ. So again, same thing here. With a hit, we do want some sheen, so let's just open up some of that. The sample's quite good on its own. Let's maybe look at, what do we have? This rise. Okay. Ooh, that's nasty. See that? That's nasty. I was in that 5K nastiness. It's present, but it's more nasty than present. So let's look at that. Just pull that down. Yeah, that's better. Same here. That 1K. Remember we looked at that 1K harshness. So this area as well is being nasty. Yeah, much better. Yeah, that sounds cool. What else do we have here? We have a vocal. Vocals is a whole other different ballgame. Okay, so oh no, this is a self-recording vocal, so I don't think we're gonna get into that. Yeah, what did we do here? Yeah, so we just took away, same thing, took the low end out because we didn't need any of the low end in the vocal, and then there was some harshness here at the 5K area that we just needed to take out as well. So yeah, get something like this. I'll drop the link actually in the description. You can download this picture. It's very useful. Just go through everything. Try and learn this as possible so that you kind of know what you're doing. If your ears aren't ready, because it takes a while to get your ears trained. But if you can do ear training, it's quite good. So that you don't need to look at this picture every time. Your ears can automatically pick up all these different frequencies, and that's where you want to get to, where you can hear all these different categories and be able to fix them immediately without checking this page. But the page is helpful. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed this video.